Oh no, I forgot to turn my light on. No. Oh well. Here's the first theme music.
We hear
Woo!
Fucking
you
good.
hear, I'm there, you're over there, we're over there. We got the on-air button going on. Woo!
Mhm.
If you guys don't know this on-air thing on the side right there, that's what Chris got me for my 522nd birthday. I don't know how old I am. I'm getting to the point where I kind of feel ancient. You know what I'm saying? Like now I know like how Gandalf felt hanging out with like, hobbits.
Was it like sitting up and then like it hurting and you're like, why am I hurting?
Oh, dude, I've been sitting up and hurting since I was a 20-year-old. I mean,
yeah.
Like
you fell off a telephone pole.
Yeah. So I had a lot of things that already gave me pains and anguish in my life. You know what I think it is? It's the thing. I now wake up all the time with heartburn.
Oh yeah, dude. I can't eat the shit I used to without consequences. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, man. And it's like, dude, I don't want to wake up with heartburn. Why in the middle of the night do I want to wake up feeling like an alien is popping out of my chest?
Sorry, stop.
It's a show by Chris and Neil with all great movies. They are the real deal. We watch them all, so you don't have to. It's movies that don't suck and some that do.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, listeners of all ages, welcome to a new episode of Movies That Don't Suck and Some Do. My name's Neil.
No, Chris.
And today we are going to talk about two movies out there in the wonderful movie wondering world. Today is, I guess the theme is beauty.
I guess so.
It's all about beauty and perfection and wanting to be the best you. That's why we chose these movies. So if we'll see what we have to say later. But first coming up is Uglies, based off of the novel series from the early 2000s.
The young adult novel series. I should have that.
Young adult series. So can't wait to. Chris is excited to talk about that. Starring in Uglies is, oh man, I forgot to load the page. I am so sorry, everybody. This is all Chris's fault.
Yeah, still with the email where you send me the clips.
Chris, it's all your fault, man. Why
it's always my fault. I mean, like I'm producer and I take fault for everything that goes wrong with the show.
I can't believe it. I can't believe I didn't pull up the freaking. Oh, this is all my
fault.
Know
Neil is on air talent. I'm not the talent.
We're both talented.
Yeah.
Chris is really good at working the stripper pole.
Have you ever told anyone that you have face radio?
No, I just hear that constantly because I work in actual radio. But all right. First coming up, the lovely Joey King is in this film.
Oh my God!
No way!
And suddenly, there it was.
They're still doing this?
The kids at school were still using the kissing booth. And for just a second, I felt the same thrill and rush that I felt the night I had my first kiss.
Yes, from the kissing booth. I thought you may have pulled something. You pulled something from that.
Well, I figured,
a family affair,
No, I think it. Since that one has 3 sequels.
Okay, fair enough.
She's been in 3 of those. You got to point the finger towards the thing that.
Oh, right? There are 3 kissing booth movies?
Yeah, there's Kissing Booth 1, 2, and 3. Yeah,
crazy. All right,
you're behind on the times. You're behind on the times, man.
I guess.
Also in this movie, is Laverne Cox.
You know a few years is a lot of days and nights, right?
Well, not so much when you consider the fact that marriage is forever.
Sweetie, I know not even you're that naive.
It's hard. It's hard, but we're trying.
You know you don't have to keep trying, right? We're not in prison anymore. We can do whatever we want. Be whatever we want.
Yeah, but you can't pretend that prison just didn't happen.
No, but I'm not going to spend the rest of my life looking back on it either. I did my time. I'm looking forward now. And you and your hair should do the same. So, which one of these Beckys do you want to be?
From Orange is the New Black, and they're like probably the best part now. It's probably the best part of the whole thing is their acting, and that's pretty incredible. Who else in this? You there?
Hello?
Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
1 second. I'm trying to. I don't know what's going on here, but it just like everything just froze. Okay, internet said I was having issues. Checking on everything. Sorry about this, guys. It happens sometimes.
Do you want to go and leave? There might be a delay.
Yeah, I'll be right back.
Okay. You'll be back, guys. He just had a little bit of an issue on his side. Don't know what the deal is. Probably not his fault. Looks like he had connection issues. How's everyone doing? No.
For some reason, I have a cleaner system on this, and it started running and updating all of a sudden.
Interesting. Lame. All right.
I blame you.
Well, who else is in this movie? Yeah, you should.
Also in this movie is again, everything's going slow. Sorry about this, guys. Keith Powers.
Fine. I admit it, I like you.
You do?
Yeah, I like you a lot. I've just been taking it slow because...
Your voice is so velvety. It's like my ears are floating on the ocean.
Okay. Let's get you home.
From Mintu's Making It.
Yeah, I know, right?
Yeah.
Faking it, not making it.
Whatever.
Faking it, not making it.
Faking
All
it,
right.
faking
And Brianna Tiju.
Fine.
Oh.
I'm just a little freaked out by it all. Tell me about it. Midterm projects are coming up, and I haven't even decided on my concept.
The DSS satellite array?
Cool. But if you want to stargaze, maybe you should go outside, lie down in the grass, look up. If you want to try it sometime.
I forget where that's from. Oh, it's like
Scream.
Scream. Okay. All right. Cool.
Yeah, Scream the series.
Good times.
And then the one and only Chase Stokes.
Shut up!
Listen,
Shut up!
JJ, just walk away, man. It's not the time.
I don't think we were talking to you, Pogue. Can I have everybody's attention, please? I have a little announcement to make. My best friend, John B., did not kill Sheriff Peterkin. Rafe Cameron killed and shot the sheriff in cold blood. That's what happened.
Wow.
Is that so hard for you to believe, Kels?
It is actually hard for me to believe because, you know, it's always the Coop's fault. It's never the Pogue's fault.
Come on, y'all. Come on, let's go. Get off. Stop. Get off me.
I told you it's not the time, man.
JJ. Yeah, I know, Raz. I know. I'm fired.
You ever been fired like that?
I can't believe, man, that wasn't even that good of a fight. The guy should have elbowed him.
Yeah, I mean, like.
All right, but that was from Outer Shores. So anyway, this is some of the cast from the movie Uglies, and we'll be talking about that first. Second, we're talking about the movie that this before I get to the poster and pull it up. This movie, when I entered the theater, there was 9 of us. When I left the theater, there was 2 of us. And so that movie is called The Substance, starring the legend, the lady you know from so many movies. So I grabbed, of course, the most noticeable one. He knows that she's in the classic Ghost, the one and only Demi Moore.
You love me, Sam.
Well, what do you think?
Why don't you ever say it?
What do you mean, why don't I ever say it? I say it all the time. I feel
No,
like...
you don't. You say ditto, and that's not the same.
People say I love you all the time. It doesn't mean anything.
Sometimes you need to hear it. I need to hear it.
Yeah, goes Patrick Swayze not being real upfront with her.
Not being real upfront, just saying ditto all the time.
Yeah.
He's just playing to play his game, man. He's just playing to
Yeah,
play his
that's true.
game.
Mhm.
Oh, I always mess up this lovely lady's last name.
I'll do it.
Margaret. Yeah.
Qualley.
All right, Margaret Qualley.
You're right. I do scrub my own toilet and I don't like it. But do you want to know what the real difference between me and you is?
Yeah, I just told you, you crazy bitch!
It's embarrassing to not have any money. But it's more embarrassing when you do have everything like you do. And you still feel like trash and you still feel ashamed. Because you just know to a certainty that whatever it is that some men have, that magic, your whole life has been proof that you don't have it.
She's so good.
So good in the movies that she's in. And then Ray Liotta.
He's not in this movie.
I know. Originally, he played this part before he sadly passed away. But to replace Ray Liotta, I think they got a good replacement, and it's the one, the only, Mr. Dennis Quaid.
That dining room in there, it's small by modern standards, but if you start expanding it and knocking it out and everything, you're gonna ruin the integrity of it.
Houses have integrity?
Well, of course they do, Mike.
Yeah?
Yes. Some people don't, but at least the houses worth living in.
No, he
That's for
didn't.
sure. I mean, I was a structural engineer. I don't know if Scott told you that. I'm retired. And I built roads and bridges, and I believe that every one of them that I built, I put my soul into it. And I believe that they have souls themselves. Bullshit.
Ooh. Yeah. We talked about this movie when it came out.
Yeah, it was The Intruder. It was like, I didn't know Dennis Quaid could be creepy. And he's creepy.
But that's all he's played now.
I know. Hey, man, when you find your niche, go for it, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
All right, Chris, tell everybody where we're at.
We're at moviesdon'tsuck.net. We're at wtmnet.com. So number 2 movies.net. You'll find us on with a bunch of the podcasts. We're on Instagram at TS Podcast. We're on Facebook at Movies Don't Suck Podcast. We're on X and TS Podcast. We have Patreon, Patreon.com/Movies Don't Suck. We are on Bonfire, just Movies Don't Suck and Something to Do. You'll find stuff with our shirt, the names on it. Go to Blackwood-Productions at TeePublic. You'll find another place to find our shirts. In fact, you guys want a sticker? Just go ahead. Yeah. Go ahead. If you want, hold that to the camera.
Yeah, I got a bunch of them. I got them. Look at these. Oh yeah, it's like I'm raining money right now. I'm raining money, but all they are the movies don't suck.
If you guys want movies that suck sticker for free, I'll pay the postage, all that stuff. Just send us a message on one of our socials or email us at info@moviesdon'tsuck.net. We'll get that sent your way.
If you want stickers, yes. And also, if you just see me walking down the road, I'll probably have some on me, and then I'll slap one right on your booty hole.
Oh, nice. And then like us on Facebook, on Instagram, YouTube, all that stuff. If you and anywhere you find podcasts on Movies Don't Suck Something to Do. Neil, who are we talking about today?
Today, we're going to be talking about a nice little place that I ran into this past weekend. Me and my wife and fiance went driving. Fiance. Did I say fiance? Me and my wife and my fiance.
About
I
three?
don't have a triple going on, guys. That's not a thing.
No triple.
I went on a drive with my wife and my mother-in-law, and we went driving around around a couple of places, and we ended up in this cute little place called the Chicken Coop. Now, it's a nice little antique shop that has everything from jewelry to 3D art to gosh, what else do they have in there? Oh, I just got a bunch of signs of. Did I just download all their signs? I got jerseys in there, the magnets, markers. There's a little spooky section. Where was that spooky section at? I thought I downloaded. There we go. There's a baby eating a little hand. It was adorable. They even got a food truck out back, which they serve good food and stuff like that. It's in Wagner, Oklahoma, 201 West Cherokee Street, Wagner, Oklahoma. They even got Pokemon cards in there. They have all kinds of stuff. It's a really cool little shop. Look at that. That was just randomly like a baby head on a stand. And my wife's like, "Do we need that?" And I was like, "Where are you going to put it? We already have enough weird shit all over our house."
But you got one. I know you did.
No, we didn't walk away with that one. But you can get fresh eggs too. If you want fresh eggs, like we were like, we got a dozen eggs from them, and we made egg salad today.
Nice.
And like literally, it's the Chicken Coop. It's a nice. Everybody in there is nice. It's family owned. Really nice people. Go down there if you're ever in the area. Go check them out. You can go check out new things they have on their Facebook as well. Which they have like Hot Wheels, action figures. They have a bunch of stuff. And that is just facebook.com/Chicken Coop Antiques.
Dope. Awesome. All right. I think I don't have anything else to say. It's been like 4 days since I've seen you.
I know. It was like 4 days ago. What have I done since I've seen you last? I watched movies.
I did too.
I went and helped the radio station I work with get set up for the fair, because I'll be working the Tulsa State Fair a lot that come up week. Then after that, I'll be going to Atlanta. Somewhere in there, we're doing another podcast too. I don't know. Yeah, I'm getting tired. I'm just tired all the time now. I'm just tired all the time.
Ever since your birthday, you're just like, everything. But
when does this end? Does it ever end?
My head's really shiny today. Jesus.
I know it is really shiny. It's that spotlight you have on you.
I know. You ready to talk about the ugly, or ready to talk about Uglies?
Let's talk about my ex-wife, the Uglies.
Uglies, directed by Mick G. Mick G directed such things as Charlie's Angels, Charlie's Angel Full Throttle, Terminator Salvation, The Babysitter Queen, The Family Switch, and now he's back. And he also did like he's weird. He's done the Lethal Weapon TV series and some other weird shit. But that's what he did. That's what he did now. This stars. This is written by Jacob Foreman, Vanessa Taylor, Whit Anderson. This stars Joey King as Tally. Or Squint. Which one you want to go by?
Oh my god!
No way! Also, Brianne Zhu as Shay.
Yeah, I'm just a little freaked out by it all.
Keith Powers plays David.
Fine. I admit it, I like it.
Chase Stokes plays Paris or Nose.
Shut up! Listen, shut up! JJ, just walk away, man. It's not the time. I don't think.
And then Laverne Cox plays Dr. Cable, District Governor Dr. Cable.
You know, a few years is a lot of days and nights, right?
So, Neil, what's really the storyline for Uglies?
In a future post-scarcity dystopia world in which everyone is considered an ugly, but then turned pretty by extreme cosmetic surgery when they reach the age of 16. It tells the story of a teenager, Tally Youngblood, who rebels against society's enforced conformity.
So, Neil, we picked this one because both movies deal sort of beauty. And,
yeah, I thought it was kind of. I only saw a little clip. I only saw that it was out, and I read it on Netflix. I didn't even stay for the trailer. So I was like, oh, that's kind of goes with the theme of the other movie. Let's try that out.
And
I'm
this is
sorry.
this is like a really shitty Under Hunger Games, and like not even that cool.
No. This is okay. So this is where it's at. All right, because there's three. This is the fourth one now. Because there's Hunger Games, there's Divergent, there's Maze Runner, and now Uglies. Huh?
That Legion, I think, was one too. Or is that like a sequel of like
what is that?
Allegiant? Is that the sequel of Divergent?
That's Divergent. That's Divergent.
Okay.
Because you're Divergent. Because I read the Divergent books. I read 2 of those, and I liked the idea of it or whatever and stuff like that. Because I was just like, oh, everybody's in different clans, but this one is different. And the fact instead of being in a clan, you're either ugly or pretty, and those aren't really clans. Those are just until you're 16, you become a pretty.
Yeah, which makes no sense to me. A lot of this thing makes no sense to me.
Well, the whole point of it is so they could, make everybody for not think about doing all the crazy shit that destroyed the world.
Right. This movie though, it's kind of fucking boring, dude. I'll say that.
The movie kind of remind me. Okay, if I was to list in where these would be in those 4 sets of movies, I think it'd be Hunger Games, Maze Runner, Uglies, and then Divergent.
Yeah.
Like this is one above Divergent. Now all it is it's a bunch of teenagers, like 20 mid-20-year-olds acting like teenagers.
Yeah, because it turns out Joe King's actually 25.
Right. I think I actually have that. Yeah, right here. She plays a 15-year-old, but she is 25 years old. But this movie is really just like any one of those. It's a little bit better in certain parts than those movies. That they did have. I did love. Okay, let me say the things I liked about it before we rip it apart. My thing that I liked about this movie more than anything was the fact that now in the wonderful world of movies, oh man, I thought I had a photo of her and maybe I didn't. Oh, there she is. We get a new villain lady that can play villains, and that is Laverne Cox. Oh my God, Laverne Cox.
She's imposing
as the evil boss, as like the Snow, like the evil overlord. Really like made me happy.
When you say it's Snow, though, that sort of highlights the point of this movie that it follows a lot of the same tropes. Like this shit was so fucking predictable.
Yeah.
Nothing thrilling about it. Nothing really that original about it too. Like that's what bothered me most was how fucking cookie cutter this was, and how I could see this was made because like I saw it and I was like, fuck. Like going.
Well, these books came out and were very popular around the time that all the other ones were popular.
Yeah.
When people could not get enough of eating up all these teenage drama and stuff like that. But the thing is, this movie wasn't made for you and me. This movie was made for teenage girls to go watch, teenage girls and guys or people of that age to go watch this movie. But the problem here is like none of it was taken. I mean, like they have some good visuals here and there. I'm not gonna lie. Some of these visuals are really cool, going back and forth between the new age. But again, it does look bland, just like
it was bland as fuck. Like nothing like really stood out. And CJ wasn't horrible. It was ugly, which is the only way to put it.
Like the movie.
I know. And I didn't find I wasn't like thrilled at any point. I was just kind of like when's the shit over? Like a lot of the time. And I know they set it up for like 2 or 3 more of these. And I'm upset
there's 3 more books. There's 3 more books. There's 4
books. You have to watch the other 2 movies, like or the 3 movies. Like I'm not looking forward to it too. I'm not looking forward to these sequels coming out for it.
I know. I'll 100% tell you right now. I will only make you watch all of them.
I know. And me and Neil, we're even if the movies are shitty, we're kind of completists, so we have to
we
go
yeah, we
through.
got to complete everything. No, I won't make you watch them. I'll tell you right now, because this was fun. I like Joey King. Joey King, I'm a fan of from everything that she's done, everything, even Princess, which wasn't a favorite of Chris. I remember. Like I
She was in
like,
that, wasn't she? Fuck, I
huh?
forgot about that. She was in that, wasn't she? I forgot about
Yeah,
that.
and I was a fan of I liked the Hunger Games series, and
Yeah,
I
I
liked
did
the
too, man.
different.
They're fine. I
But
liked them
this
too.
just is like this just seems like they're trying to rehash something or trying to make something different, but they're making the same. And
I can't
and
imagine anyone who's not into the books liking this. I
yeah,
just can't.
it's basically it was fan service, I would say. It was fan service for the people that like the movie, that like the books, and this was not one for people like us that were like, okay, we're trying to find a movie on Friday night.
Because
But
it
this
gets
is
kind of there's very few exciting parts, and all the other parts are kind of like from the very beginning. I sort of like I don't like doing this with sci-fi films. I don't like trying to find holes in them or like the plot. Like, what doesn't make sense? There's a bunch of shit that doesn't make sense here. Just go ahead and say that none of this should make sense. Like a lot of it.
right.
But I didn't find anything they captured me. I like the Hunger Games and as much as the next guy. I read the books and shit. This one I after seeing this movie, I don't even want to. I have no interest in reading the Uglies or anything like that, or reading Uglies. Is it Uglies or the Uglies? Whatever, Uglies. But
Uglies.
it's okay. Uglies. I don't like this movie. It was kind
Yeah,
of fucking boring.
I tried to like it. I like Joey King, and I was trying to get into that, and then I love Laverne Cox, and I thought just her villain was the only thing that made me be like, okay, I want to see more of her being evil, and that was it.
I was
And that's
watching this last night with my wife, and every time we saw Joey King on there, she's talking about she want to be pretty, and we're like, we think she looks great. Like the whole time,
yeah.
we're like,
That's another thing. I saw this. I actually saw this on Reddit. I think in like one of the movie details subreddit or something like that, where somebody said, "These are the people they're telling us are ugly."
yeah.
And had pictures of all of them.
And Shay was gorgeous. David's like a goddamn Adonis over here.
Yeah. Like look at this. Like I got a backdrop where it's just all them being regular. You can't really see them, I guess, with our photos up. But like literally, it's like that's what they look like. Like that's their.
Yeah, it's also the only thing that they did to Paris is they gave him a fake prosthetic nose, so it was hard to see. Like, and so like I was kind of like I was like maybe they're telling us that no one's really ugly or whatever, but like I was a bit confused by a lot of this movie.
Me too. So, Chris, what I mean, it was one. Okay, this is the thing. We just said it was a bad movie. We didn't get that many that bad. Let's see. It's kind of a copy of the other movies that come out that are exactly like this kind of movie.
Well, apparently, I think I read this. They used the set design from Allegiant to film.
Yeah. That was exactly that was my last fact. That was just up.
That's why it's so fucking so fucking bland and uninspired.
Nobody's acting besides Laverne Cox really
no, I know.
Like besides Laverne Cox, I don't think anything else popped out to me. Nothing else was like, oh, you're doing a great job in this scene. There's actually 2 scenes in this movie where Joey King, I sounded like she was just reading it off of a freaking off of a card.
I want to mention that the guy who plays David, he's probably like 20, and he was like the leader of all these people that are fucking old and shit. Like I was like, they're gonna listen to this kid, this child. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, how
also,
long?
I want to mention the.
Have you ever heard of King Tut, motherfucker?
I just want to mention this is done in the trailer. I don't want to make anything away. So there's this place where it's called The Smoke, right? And and
we want the smoke. Gotta have that smoke. We want the smoke.
Yeah, I think before this Neil went there. But but I'm sorry. So there's a city with like a billion people, and there's just smoke.
Right.
With like 30 people. like that's what bothered me the most about this. So I'm like, what the fuck do they think they're doing? Like, it was so stupid.
There's a couple of things in this movie that didn't work out. I think they took liberties on the book, and I think the way they took some liberties on it probably didn't mesh well with what that was going on.
It feels like a TV movie too, like the whole
yes!
like
it felt like my god,
it felt like a miniseries. You see on Snick,
it felt like something that you'd watch on the Sci-Fi Channel on like
or something
10 o'clock at night,
or a miniseries on Snick, like Nickelodeon.
Yeah,
like they come off every night. That's how bad it is. Like, because it's garbage. It's not good.
I thought all of a sudden like Sharknado was going to be coming out of the corner. And like, you know,
honestly, us shitting on this movie is not gonna make a difference. But I like Joey King, I like Laverne Cox, I even like Brianne Chu, but I just don't like this.
I
movie
want them.
It's kind of.
I love Laverne Cox and I love Joey King too, and I really think they're good actors. And by any means, I wanted this movie to work. I wanted this movie to be awesome. I wanted them to knock it out of the damn park. But to me, it just didn't. And on that note, Chris, what's your score on this one?
The score on this is like a 2.3, 2.2. It sucks.
Yeah, I got to be right there with you. I'm going to go right at the 2.5 mark. I'll go 2.5.
Okay. So it still gets the STD tag.
Yeah. It's something to do because I really liked Laverne Cox as an evil, Dr. Evil boss kind of character, and the James Bond villain kind of ish, and I really liked her performance as that. Besides
nothing else worked.
Nothing else in this movie worked. I think her scene, she stole so much. I think she's the only one that tried.
Guys, just so you know, if you have a chance, watch Rebel Ridge. That's out. We were gonna do that, but I don't know what we'll talk about. We'll talk at some point, but not today.
Rebel Ridge was the original one, and I watched that one too, and that one is a good one to talk about. So anytime we might talk about that, just on the side, just to do it.
Right. I'm on RottenTomatoes.com. What is the audience score for Uglies?
32.
45.
Man, I went too low.
All right. What's the critic score for Uglies?
Oh man, 31.
16%.
Damn. And the consensus is?
It's what's on the inside that counts, but unfortunately, Uglies doesn't have much going in there either. And here's a bad review. This is from Alex Mady of Joe Boy's Movie Network. He says, Uglies is yet another Netflix project that tries to be more than it can be, with a talented cast squandered on cheesy dialogue and underbaked plot elements. Okay. This is a good review from Dave Golder of Radio Times. Says, the big message here is handled with subtlety of a sledgehammer, but a solid, likable cast helps paper over the clumsy dialogue. I don't agree. I did not like this movie. I couldn't wait for it to be over. If you guys really are a big fan of the Uglies book series, it's on Netflix. If you guys had Netflix,
you might like it, but you might not.
Yeah,
there's things sometimes that are made of your favorite stuff that maybe sometimes you just don't need to watch. You know what I'm saying?
It might upset you. You might be super. You're like, finally they made a movie this book I love, and but I was not a fan of this. It was upsetting, and Neil, I'm kind of mad for making you making me watch.
I didn't really make you watch it. I just announced. I was like, these kind of seem similar.
Okay, fine enough. All right, but yeah,
and they're nothing alike whatsoever.
All right, Neil. You got news ready?
I got some of the news ready. You ready?
Ready.
This is the movies that don't suck and some of them news, where I'm going to tell Chris stuff because he knows his role and he can smell what the Blackwood is cooking.
Well, you saw that mic, dude. So.
I know. I'm telling you, man. I'm going to take this off and take it literally to karaoke night or something one night, and just slide it on someone's microphone. I think this is literally they've sold this so people could have this part.
Yeah.
Because it's for a real microphone. Anyway, what you don't know, it's a fake microphone, people that are listening and not.
Yeah, I got as part of Neil's birthday gift
Yeah, it's a WWE fake microphone, and I absolutely love it. But now it slides off, so like literally, I could put that on any microphone. I always wear cargo stuff, so I'm gonna like definitely have it in one of my cargo pants and just do it like and sing like one of the songs from wrestling. All right, remember the Martin Scorsese Jesus movie and the Frank Sinatra biopic that he's going to be working on next?
Yeah, I knew about both those, I think.
Yeah. Both of those are indefinitely scrapped right now.
Marty's like 89 years old. He's never going to get to him.
Yeah. Biopic and adaptation of the 1973 novel The Life of Jesus. Can't get the rights to that one. And also, he can't get the rights to this Frank Sinatra estate, which he has been clashing with for over 20 years.
I feel like that Marty would be the right person to do it, though. You know?
I know. He's the king of the mobsters. But I think that what they think is that he would put too much of the mobster shit in there. And so his family doesn't want him to be represented that way. And it's like, well, he hung out with the mob.
We all know that Frank Sinatra wasn't the nicest person. Also, he was kind of an asshole. So, like, you know.
Yeah. And then, like, on top of that, guys, literally in the movie Ocean's 13, it's literally you knew better enough. You shook Sinatra's hand. Like, it's a code amongst people. Anyway, hey Chris, are you excited to see Paddington 3 when it comes out?
Well, Paddington 2 is the best movie that's ever been made, so yes.
3's coming out, you know.
Okay.
Well, Chris, guess what? You don't need to just worry about Paddington 3, because also Paddington 4 and a TV series spinoffs are both in development by Studio Channel.
I have to be honest, I haven't seen them. I do want to, though.
Paddington, third film, Paddington in Peru, is the one that's coming out soon. They are aiming for 2027 and 2028 for the series and movie to be coming out as well.
It's just a sweet little bear.
He's just a sweet little bear. He's just a sweet little bear. Hey, Chris, have you been talking to Brad Pitt lately?
No, he won't return my calls.
Okay, well, 5 people have been arrested for posing as Brad Pitt and scamming women online. He has scammed women out of over he has scammed women of over $350,000. Why do you think Brad Pitt would need money?
Who the fuck is thinking they're actually talking to Brad Pitt? You know, like
the statement said that the accused had contacted women through the online fan page dedicated to Mr. Pitt and posed as the Oscar-winning actor. The authorities said the accused had gone on to exchange instant messages and emails with their victims, who thought they were corresponding directly with Mr. Brad Pitt.
Did you know that Brad Pitt he has face blindness? Like, he doesn't recognize people's faces. He has to know what they're wearing at that time.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. It's crazy.
I can go up to him and say I'm George Clooney, and he wouldn't even know.
Yeah, he wouldn't know. Except for the voice and build and perhaps the hair color.
It just doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. Ben Stiller is
okay.
Ben Stiller is set his next role alongside Jake Johnson in an upcoming sports comedy. After spending a few years behind the scenes, mainly producing, Ben Stiller is back in acting saddle. He is set to star in Hulu's dark comedy Nutcrackers, which is the first one that he'll be doing. And he is the guy who's New Girl alumni and Spider-Verse actor Jake Johnson is in The Dink, a return to the genre of like dodgeball kind of. It'll be like a dodgeball comedy.
We just talked about one of those Jake Johnson comedies where like you win the lottery if you stay alive. What's that called?
Yeah. What?
Also, I mentioned that I don't know. Also, Ben Stiller, he is producing a Jackpot. No, that's not Jackpot. So something else where you win $1 million, you stay alive. Something kind of the same.
Oh, really? I don't know.
Yeah, we talked about the show, but I want to mention that Ben Stiller's been
Jackpot.
Hold on.
The John Cena Aquafina one?
No, I'm talking about Jake Johnson was in a movie where he won like $1 billion or something like that. if he stayed alive, if he was able to stay alive to a certain time frame. It's called self-reliance. Self-reliance. We talked about it on the show, but I want to mention that Ben Stiller has been producing my new favorite show on Apple TV, Severance. That's what he's been doing.
Ooh, yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah. All right. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you, but go ahead.
You always do. It's fine. Halle Berry reveals that Never Let Go has prequels and sequels, and they're already mapped out, and they're going to be going with them. This movie has been getting a lot of buzz at the box office and award buzz as well.
But I mean, is it still showing?
It just came out last week.
Okay. Well, we'll try to get to
it.
We'll
try to get to it if we get to. But guys, there's so many movies coming out now.
So many movies and so many interesting movies we want to see too. That aren't necessarily.
What happened was that.
I was saying that there's so many interesting movies that a lot of times they'll get a lot of buzz, but not a lot of people want to see it. You know? Can you hear me? Oh, Neil had a problem. Sorry, guys. Neil's having an issue when it comes to connectivity issues. Where were we off again? I'm right here. 1,
2, 3,
4, 5, 6, 7.
Yep.
Okay.
All right. The remake of a classic movie. I know you want to see this. Guys and Dolls is going to be coming out. Yeah.
I couldn't care less. I couldn't care less at all.
Rob Marshall is going to be Academy Award nominee. Rob Marshall. John DeLucci will write the script with John Rugu and Glenn Farr, who wrote the previous credits or Crazy Stupid Love, Bad Santa, and Jungle Cruise. So the people that wrote those movies is doing Guys and Dolls.
Dope. I guess, man. That sounds cool. I'll watch it.
Can you get enough of Sonic? I don't think anybody can. And in fact, no, neither do they. After Sonic 3, there's a whole line of new Sonic things going to be coming out. They're like,
I forgot there's a Sonic 3. I forgot there was one. We watched all of them. And
did you watch Knuckles?
That's where's that? Where's that on?
It's a show. It's on. I think it's on Paramount, if I remember correctly.
I know it exists, and
I'm
sure I have to watch it if we're gonna watch Sonic 4 or whatever when that comes out. I have to watch it because I'm sure that
it's a fun little show. It's a fun little show. It's only like 6 episodes.
I like Idris Elba quite a bit, so to hear him voice Knuckles, I'm sure that's fun.
Stephen King says the best movie of the year is on Shudder, which means we got to watch it now.
Yeah, obviously. Yeah, we do.
The Rule of Ginny Penn.
Okay.
Lands on the streaming platform. Wait a minute. It says, it says it might not come out until 2025. But the Rule of Ginny Penn, we got to put that out. He goes, I watched one of the best movies I've ever seen all year long. It's called The Rule of Ginny Penn, and I urge you to watch it when it appears on Shudder. Jeffrey Rush stars with John Lithgow as geriatric or old. What's the word for old? Geriatric psychopath with an evil hand puppet.
Well, if I hear John Lithgow being evil, that's all I need to know.
Oh man, Raising Cain and Dexter. Oh my god. Yeah. Oh my god, Raising Cain though. Go find Raising Cain if you haven't ever seen it.
I fucking love Shudder. They're putting out such good shit now. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, the Shudder's ruling the world, man. All right, everybody, here it is. What we all been waiting for at home. The biggest movie of 2024 is finally coming to this at-home streaming platform. Well, not streaming platforms, but VOD. And that is the one and only Deadpool and Wolverine will be released as of October 1st on Apple TV Prime Video, so you can go rent it. Now, it'll be on DVD October 22nd, but on top of that, they are fishing it to the awards.
What? So they're like for your consideration? Here's Deadpool Wolverine?
Yes, Deadpool Wolverine is getting fished to the Oscars, to everything, so they can make it out there for people.
I see it as being nominated for visual effects for sure. You know,
Right.
a bunch of technical stuff. I'm not sure the Oscars is ready to. They should be. They're not ready to nominate a superhero film for like best picture, best actor, which is ridiculous to me. But
it's very, very, very. I mean, like there's a lot of. I don't know exactly what they could win. Special effects, definitely.
VFX for sure. I'm almost sure that's it. And like sound editing, maybe like. But
Yeah.
I feel like sound editing should probably go to Civil War this year. That was incredible. Their sound design that
was
movie.
that last year?
So that's me. That came out early this year.
Oh my god, damn! All right, I just forget how long we've been. How long of the year it's been.
Yeah, it's been a long one. It's been a long one.
All right, Chris, this is something I know you'll want to look into. Do you want to go stay at one of the most famous places of movie history? One of the most infamous, awesomest places. A hotel that everybody knows.
Is it Hotel Overlook? Is that what you're talking about?
No.
What is it?
The Stanley, aka the Overlook in The Shining, is now taking guests. Blumhouse and Peacock are creating a unique movie-themed experience for fans to enjoy this October. The announcement came courtesy of the Stanley Hotel. It reads, check in if you dare. The exclusive immersive weekend will give horror fans the chance to step inside the spine-chilling worlds of some of your favorite Blumhouse films. Set against the ominous background of the Stanley Hotel in Estates Park, Colorado, the very place that inspired Stephen King's best-selling novel, The Shining. Overnightmare will be filled with electrifying scares, interactive activities, and shady characters and heart-pounding horror. So it's
I really want to do that.
I would kill to do that, man. So it's this. You have to call them up, but the themes are behind a city. The Shining, of course, Insidious, The Purge, Happy Death Day, and Freaky are also throughout the whole hotel.
So I saw The Shining like in 35 millimeter in Dallas. I took a girl I was dating, and I was so excited to see it, and she fell asleep.
Wow, that's sad.
I know it was sad. I was like, but she was also doing a Xanax, so it's not that completely unexpected. But yeah, man, I really want to do that. That'd be awesome. I'd have to look into that for sure.
The lady who's in our next movie, who's one of the stars of that movie,
Margaret Qualley?
Yes, Margaret Qualley has just been announced that she is in Adam Sandler's new movie, Happy Gilmore 2.
Man, I can't imagine how many cameos it's gonna have. I'm just thinking about it.
Her boyfriend, who knew Adam Sandler from working on films and stuff like that, lied to him and said that she knew how to play golf, so she could get the role, because it is like the role of a lifetime for her. Now let's see here. I think there's just three more. No, don't care about that. Riverdale star is to be headlining the new Sublime biopic.
Sublime.
Yeah,
Sublime.
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 Remember that.
Sublime. Yes, I know Sublime. I know Sublime are. Yeah. So
I don't cry when my dog runs away. I don't get angry when the bills I have to pay. I don't get angry when my mom smokes pot. All right. Anyway, KJ Apa is going to be starring as Bradley Noel from the lovely band Sublime that we all know. They still play. They got a guy named Jim Rome that sings those parts.
I heard that they also have the Bradley Noel's son come out and sing for them.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
But it is the movie's centered around Sublime. The original members, Bud Gaw and Eric Wilson, and executive producers in the movie, as well as Bradley's widow, Troy Noel, and son Jacob, on behalf of the Noel estate. So Justin Chow, who previously played Eric Yorkie in the Twilight Saga, films, and since has moved to direct films like Blue Bayou, he will direct the film. So, all right.
I'll see this one film for sure.
Lady Gaga is going to be releasing an album for the new, it's called, named Harley Quinn, that will be released with the Joker 2 movie.
Man, I really don't know how I feel. Like, you and I will walk into this movie and we'll be like, it could be good, but we're
I
gonna
have no expectations for it whatsoever. I am 100% throwing that out there right now. I love Joker. You can honestly see by the fucking shit ton of Joker stuff I have. You have no idea. There's so much Joker stuff on this wall that you don't see that literally, you guys have no idea how big I am a fan of the Joker. I literally got him tattooed on me.
But Neil's been heartbroken twice because the Joker in Dark Knight, while great, is not Neil's Joker, and the Joker in the Phillips movies are not his Joker.
Suicide Squad, yeah. And so Suicide Squad 3 times, the lady. Anyway, but the album will be called Harley Quinn. It will be released with the same release date. And finally, I don't know if this is really news, but I'm going to say that it's news because we all just assumed this one.
Yeah.
And that is Damien Leon. If you don't know, he is the director of the Terrifier, Terrifier 2, and Terrifier 3.
He plays Art too, I think, if I remember correctly, right?
He's, which one?
Does he play Art, the clown?
No.
As well?
This is the director.
Okay.
Daniel Beck plays the clown.
Okay, sorry.
And I can understand why you got those names confused.
Yeah.
But he has already 100% confirmed, yes, there is already a script for Terrifier 4. There's going to be Terrifier is probably going to go until it dies, guys. This is going to get up there in like Friday the 13th, Nightmare on Elm Street, Halloween numbers. You know,
speaking of that, Neil, I shared something on our Facebook the other day.
What's
and it was okay, so it shows 4 movies, and there's one you have to get rid of. So one's Scream, one's Halloween, one is Friday the 13th, and one is Psycho. Which one are you getting rid of?
Say it again.
Okay, Scream, Halloween, Friday the 13th, and Psycho.
Well, if you get rid of Psycho, you got to get rid of all of them.
I know,
Psycho is what,
yeah.
Psycho created it. Scream, definitely Scream.
You ready to Scream?
Yeah, because Halloween, you got the Rob Zombie ones, you got the different ones, you got the cheesy ones. Same thing with Friday the 13th. Friday the 13th, you got even Jason Goes to fucking Space on that series. Yeah. I mean, and who doesn't love a cheesy fucking, we're taking Jason to space movie?
Yeah, I'm with you. Halloween is probably my favorite of those on the list. I mean, that first one's it's a damn near perfect movie. That first Halloween. It's
so and same thing with the first Friday the 13th.
Yeah.
The first Friday the 13th is not what people think. I still try not to ruin it for people. Like it's like, go watch Friday the 13th. If you've never watched Friday the 13th 1, go watch it today. Today. Rush out, go watch it. You'll love it. I'll love it. We'll all beat up each other in the parking lot over it.
It's gonna be nice.
John, that's the news, Chris.
Oh, let's move on.
That was the Movies on the Suck and Southern News. I have to read stuff to Chris because he can only read in foreign Latin.
All right, now I'm going to talk about The Substance, directed by Coralie Fargeet. She directed a movie called Revenge, which is on Shudder, and it's a fantastic movie. I recommend Revenge quite a bit. This written and directed by her. This stars Demi Moore.
You love me, Sam.
Well, what do you think?
She plays Elizabeth Sparkle. We got Margaret Qualley, who plays Sue.
You're right. I do scrub my own toilet, and I don't like it.
There's also Dennis Quaid, who plays Harvey.
That dining room in there, it's small by modern standards, but if you start expanding it and knocking it out and everything, you're gonna ruin the integrity of it.
Also, this stars Hugo Diego Garcia as Diego, and that's really all you need to know. And he'll want you to read the storyline for The Substance.
It doesn't matter. I can tell you every moment of this movie, guys, and it won't matter. I can read this storyline. I can give you a spoiler and read you the fucking what they say per word, and it would not ruin this movie for you guys. But I'm going to read it right now. Here's the storyline. A fading celebrity decides to use a black market drug, a cell-replicating substance that temporarily creates a younger, better version of herself. Again, we could tell you every fucking detail of this movie, guys, and it doesn't matter. It does not fucking matter. This is Moulin Rouge. Not Moulin Rouge. I'm sorry. This is Moulin Drive. This is Lost Highway. This is Memento. This is Requiem for a Dream.
This is also the most fucked up movie I think Demi Moore's ever been in.
I don't even care about Demi Moore. This is the most fucked up movie probably any of the motherfuckers in the damn movie ever been in. This movie is straight up one of the craziest freaking movies. Like it starts very mellow. It starts very mellow. And then it just goes down this line. As I said at the beginning of this podcast, when I started watching this movie, there were 7 of us in the theater. When the movie got over, there was 2 of us in the theater.
Yeah, I imagine these people are going, they're like, Demi Moore's in this. I'm going to see this. And then they're like, no, I don't want to see this after a minute. Because, dude, the last 15 minutes of this movie, I was like, my mouth was open and wide.
I don't even. How do you explain to people that a vagina gave birth to a boob?
There is. So, guys, Demi Moore, she plays a 50-year-old. She looks great and she's 62, just so you know. And she looks great. And it's just, it's hard to explain to this movie. Like, explain to people. So I kind of, I'm like, I would recommend this to people like you, but it's something I'd recommend to my. I wouldn't recommend to my parents.
Grandma's not going to really like this unless she likes really fucked up shit. This movie is. The acting in this movie is great. Dennis Quaid playing like the manager of whatever, the studio, whatever. Like just the cinematography in this movie is ridiculous. It's like right there with like everything from like The Shining to like I don't even know how to explain.
David Cronenberg, like think The Fly, because this is body horror all the way. Like in body horror 100%. And it's something that you can't not see.
Yeah, and it's like there's so many things in this movie that you see that I did not download because I just want all that shit to be a surprise to some people. But okay. How much did I know about this movie going in?
I don't know. How much did you know?
I think I watched a trailer.
Uh-huh.
And I was like, oh, okay, this seems interesting. Seems like it's going to be futuristic. I like the concept. I know it's going to be like one of those movies that everybody's, beauty skin deep. I get, I got before I got into this movie, I knew where this movie was going to go. I understood that was going to be probably the message of this movie. And it was the message. But how they got there, guys, is such a fucked up way of how they got there. I can't even tell you. This movie's fucked up. This is a fucked up movie. It's an awesome fucked up movie. And I'm going to stop using the word fucked up because I think I've said fucked up like 36 times now.
I don't see this not being my top 10 or honorable mention in the year. I'm really I am really impressed with how they did this movie.
The more I sit here and think about this movie, the more I like it more than any other movie that we've watched this year.
It's incredible.
If this is not my top 5 at the end of the year, this is one of those movies that you could rewatch over and over because of how messed up it is, just to try to find the little things and the little clues and the little hints and stuff like that. And the movie
it hits you hard. It hits you hard. And I'm glad I got you to go see it because I think we're gonna see Never Let Go, but I was like, let's see The Substance. And dude,
no, I never once said I was not seeing this movie. I 100% said when I saw a couple of the reviews. What was it says it right on the poster. I think it does. Let's see, an instant body horror classic, the most
Okay.
sickly entertaining theatrical experience of the year, a fearless takedown of absurd beauty standards. Like literally, when I saw those things on the poster or the reviews in like a little trailer or something like that, I knew we were going to see this movie.
So you guys just saying that there's a lot of nudity in this, a lot of it, and almost
lot
none
of
of it's
nudity.
sexy. Almost none of it's sexy. Almost none of it. Almost.
Yeah,
Almost none.
Now none of it's really like, oh yeah. But
Yeah.
like even when they do show you sexy parts, believe me, what follows either before or after it, your mind is already warped from what the
Yeah.
hell you just saw. That you're just like, nothing is sexy in this movie to you anymore.
Demi Moore is so good in this. She's so fantastic. I can't explain how much she shows unhinged perfectly.
The three main actors in this movie knocked it out of the park. The rest, there are a few people here and there, but those are just like extras and stuff like that. But
this movie goes places you wouldn't expect it to go, especially the last 15 minutes. I'm like, no fucking way! Like I was like, they're not doing this. Like they're not showing that, and they fucking did, dude. And it was wild.
They went places that, again, we're trying to say this without ruining anything.
Yeah.
But there is makeup, there is gore, there is insane there's scenes that I couldn't even try to describe it to you if I tried. If I tried my best, I could not describe to you some of these scenes.
Now, I do want to mention that this is a movie about beauty standards. So I think you should probably go online if you want to see some reviews and read reviews by women, because this is about them. I think that's important that you read the women's reviews on this. I know we're two older white men, but we fucking love this movie. This movie's the shit. The substances hits us hard. It hits hard.
This is okay. The acting, the cinematography, so the grotesqueness of it, and what people will do for being a perfect body standard and stuff like that. I 100% believe that this could happen if somebody did this, like if real life occurred and stuff like that. I love the fact that, you can obviously tell, and here is one part of it, that it's based off of kind of like the Dorian Gray theory of like, all my oldness goes onto the painting.
Yeah.
And I love the fact of that. Man, this is just a movie that, again, I don't want to describe it to you that much because I want you to, even if I did describe everything, it wouldn't matter. Again, it still wouldn't matter. This is one of those movies that just like, it is so shocking and you'll be appalled or you're going to love it or you're either good. This is one of those movies you're absolutely going to love it. You're going to absolutely hate it. I
don't see it in between.
No gray area with this movie. I don't think there's a gray area. You're going to absolutely hate it or you're going to absolutely love it.
It's like, I remember when I got home and he's like, how was the movie? I'm like, it was fucking wild. Like it's not wild the way that Mother's Wild. This movie's just wild. It's also very, very, very good. And it's got a great acting from Demi Moore. I think I would want her to, like, if she got nominated for an Oscar, I'd love that. I just don't think that they can show.
I don't know. I don't think they can show anything of the movie for her to get nominated. But if she gets nominated and wins anything for this movie, she deserves it. This movie knocked it out of the park. It was just I can't even explain more. In fact, let's just get this done and over with, and because I don't want to ruin it. I don't want to keep talking about it because I don't want to ruin.
Guys, turn off the podcast.
Thing. There's crazy, weird sex scenes. There's crazy teeth falling out scenes. There's, I think at one point, I think someone's eyeball gets ripped out. I don't know. It just like there's so many weird, grotesque. Like there's a monster with 5 faces and like weird boobs, and like I don't know how to describe it. I don't know how to describe it to anybody. I don't know how to describe half this movie.
Yeah, you guys just
weird.
Just turn off the podcast and go see The Substance, and then come back if you want to.
Yeah.
But I don't think I want to, curl up on a ball and just sort of pontificate what you saw just watched. When did people walk out? Like when were they walking out when you saw this?
Well, a lot of the sex, or not the sex, but the nudity with Demi Moore right at the beginning, and then when what happens, when the new Demi Moore is created, or her younger self, I think that one cleared him out pretty quick.
Yeah.
That part right there is what I think that's what cleared out the other people. And again, guys, I live like in the middle of the Bible Belt, and I mean like I live in the buckle of the Bible Belt.
Yeah.
Like I'm like right smack in the middle of it. And so I'm guessing some people are like, oh, she just takes like a drug and wants to be prettier. That's they had no idea the gore, the craziness that this movie was going to be. And if it's a movie where people are walking out, and not because of boredom, but because of
they can't believe what they just saw. Yeah.
I'm there all day, bro. I'm there all day.
What's your score on this one?
4.6.
I'm with you. 4.6 on that one.
Yeah. I don't know how this is not going to be in my top 10 at the end of the year. I would literally have to cry. I don't know how this one's not going to be in the top 5. Like literally, like this is one of my favorite movies so far this year. I'd have to go back and review what movies we have watched in the past year, because I even forgot the Civil War was this year. But this movie just does everything for me. It gives me a story that we all know about how beauty standards don't need to be what they are.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it gives it to us in such a way that is original. It is mind-boggling, and it's so grotesque and crazy that you're like, okay, that's burnt into my brain. There's nothing I could ever do. Like, I would have to be in a coma for 6 months, and I'd probably get out of that coma, and this movie would still be in my memory banks.
Yeah, because I walked out of this and it was burnt there. I walked out. I'm like, that was fucking crazy, and it was. And I saw a guy at the theater there that was there the next day. I saw Megalopolis early, and he was like, "You were there last night." I'm like, "Yeah." He's like, "How?" He's like, "Substance best movie of the year." I'm like, "One of them for sure."
Yeah, one of them for sure.
Yeah. Neil, I'm gonna run to us.com. What's the Iron score? Iron score for the.
Oh my god, it has to be. I don't know, because audiences. That's why I said you're gonna either really love this movie, or you're gonna really hate this movie. I don't think there's an in between. Because of that, I'm gonna go. It's like the audience gave it like 38% or something like that.
70%. So
okay. So I thought
most people know what they're getting into. I think a lot of people know what they're getting into. Now, what is the critic score for The Substance?
81%.
90% certified fresh.
Damn, I was close. I was close.
Critics' consensus is audaciously gross, wickedly clever, and possibly Demon Moore's finest hour. The Substance is a gas-producing feat from ride director Coralie Fargeet. I'm gonna read a bad review and a good review. And they're not all bad reviews. This is from Wingley Mai of The Nightly in Australia. She says, the substance wields his power not with the precision of a scalpel, but a jackhammer. Whatever. I already know the bad review, and then you know some good ones. Because a lot of these reviews are perfect scores. This is from Eileen Jones Jacobin. She says the substance is a bright, pulpy, gory, hectoring tale. The woman's aging in the public eye. But unfortunately, along with a great feminist body horror films, it's not a particularly moving or memorable one. Memorable? Okay. And this is a good one from me called Drum Dums. He says, this horror film doesn't hold back when the horror presents itself. It's also a strong, intelligently executed statement on obsession with body perfection, even though it hits you in the head with the sledgehammer and presenting it. Me and Neil will say, go out and see The Substance. It's fucking wild, and we love it.
I can't even. I can't, like, seriously, if I had a DVD collection, I would have to buy this right away.
Yeah.
Like, and have it in my collection. And then on nights when people are over at my house fucked up, I would pop this in and fuck with all of them. Like, this is okay. Like Requiem for a Dream, I can't watch that ever again because just the
you want to cry.
Yeah, gives me. But this is a movie that I can definitely watch. Oh, I could watch this again right now. Like, this is such a disturbing movie, but at the same time, it's one that I really enjoy.
Have your friends drop mushrooms and they'll think it was just a really bad trip?
I don't want people dropping mushrooms and watch. No, do not trip mushrooms and watch this, guys. Do not do the LSD. Do not do any trippy thing of any sort and watch this movie. You will have a It will be like, remember you are one. Like you are going to look at that and go, you're right, I am one. With the world, and then all of a sudden a grotesque thing is gonna no, don't do it.
So yeah, you guys can find this in the theater. I think it'll probably be there for a little bit because it's slowly getting more buzz. It's showing. You ready to get here?
Yeah, I think that's it, man. We got both movies done. We did the news. We touched each other in pure ways, even though we're in different states.
You can find something on moviesdon'tsuck.net. We're at w2net.com and subunit2 movies.net. You can find something with a bunch of really cool podcasts. We're on Facebook.com/moviesdon'tsuck podcast. We're on Twitter, MTS Podcast. We're on Instagram, MTS Podcast. Patreon.com/moviesdon'tsuck. If you guys want merch, go to bonfire.com/moviesdon'tsuck and send that to you, or Blackwood Dash Productions at TeePublic. If you guys want stickers, hold them some of the stickers.
Oh yeah, stickers.
Yeah. You guys want stickers? Since you get it for free, you want for free. Just go ahead and just contact us at info.moviesdon'tsuck.net or just like on our socials. We'll get in touch with us. We'll send it out to you. You don't have to pay postage. That's all on me. I think that's it. Watch the YouTube, subscribe, watch the Facebook at that page, all that stuff. We love you. Neil, what are your small businesses?
If you got a small business, just let us know. We'll be more than happy to advertise you right here to our thousands of listeners or millions of followers right here for free for movies that suck and some movies that don't suck and some that do, just because we love hanging out and making people money the best way we can. That's another episode of Movies Don't Suck and Something to Do. My name's Neil.
And I'm Chris.
And remember, if anybody tries to tell you ugly, that's just the substance from the media. Remember, guys, you're beautiful inside and out, just the way you are. Except for, that one person that, does that thing at McDonald's. Well, you know who we're talking about. But anyway, you guys have a good night. Thank you, all you guys that are watching. We had a good time. That was a good podcast. I think Chris likes me again, after all the years of not liking me. I think he's starting to believe, so that's fine too. Thank you guys. You guys have a good night.